Hello beautiful people, April Mac here. I am jumping on today to talk more about money stuff. That seems to be the flavour that I'm coming through with at the moment because it's coming up for me and it's coming up for lots of my clients. So I always talk about the stuff that's bubbling up because whatever's bubbling up for me and my clients is probably bubbling up for many others as well, which is why I jump on here and talk about it. So the topic for today is, are you making it easy for people to buy from you? And if you're not, why not? And you know, what are some ways that you can do that if you're not already? So and this comes from my own experience, and let me tell you, I am still growing in this space. So often I'll talk about stuff that doesn't mean that I am the genius at it yet, but I will teach what I'm learning. Because there's always someone who can, you know, learn with me and hopefully even surpass what I'm doing. So making it easy for people to buy our services is really useful if we want to make money. Funny that. And what does it mean to make it easy? So it's really about making sure, first and foremost, that you are super clear on what services or products you're offering. And you'd be surprised at how many people aren't clear about that, especially in the early stages of their business, or if they're growing at a rate that's so rapid that they almost can't keep up. So, you know, so really getting clear, like even after this post today, go away and make sure that you're super clear on the key services that you want to be promoting and offering and how much they cost, because your prices may well have changed since you last talked about them. And again, if you're growing, your prices will probably be changing as you grow. And that's something that's come up with some clients recently, is like, how often can I change my prices? Asking that question. Do you know what? My answer to that is however often you want. You don't have to set your prices in stone for any period or length of time. It's all about demand and obviously what's a fair exchange. So if you were watching a recent live that I did last day or two, you'll see that I talked about balance and how there needs to be a balanced exchange. So if we're giving away our stuff for free, there is not a balance in the exchange, and that causes issues. Again, if we're charging too much, that will cause imbalance as well. So getting it right is really important. I will be talking about that tomorrow night. That's Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'm running a masterclass on how to sell with SaaS. Try saying that 10 times fast. But I will talk a little bit more about pricing in that masterclass, so come on to that if you can. But yeah, getting the pricing so that you feel it's a fair exchange and that the other person feels awesome about it is really the trick. But you can have all that done, and if people don't know how to get your services or where to buy them or how to buy them quickly and easily, then you're doing yourself and those you're here to serve a disservice by not making it super simple for them to buy your stuff. So being clear, knowing what you sell and how much you sell it for. And if you don't have that clear, make it your homework to go away and do it. Get that really clear. And one thing that I've done recently, which has worked really well for me, was I created a menu of my services, the key services that I want to talk about. So I might do things outside that, but I wanted to make it really clear about the things that I am promoting right now. And there's 4 items on it. And I actually did a little post, you know, like an Instagram or Facebook post on it that said, this is how the best ways to work with me are these things. And on that, I included what the service was and roughly what it included. The writing's quite small, so someone would actually have to expand it to be able to read it properly. But people were interested and they did expand it, and it makes it super clear about what April Mac is offering and what she's selling her stuff for. And I've had quite a few inquiries since posting that, and also people saying, oh, I'm going to create one of those myself. And that was inspired, I've got to give credit where credit is due. That was inspired by Carly Marie. That was homework that she set for many of her clients. She is an awesome coach who many of you will know I follow and, you know, have coaching with, and she's always got great ideas. So I went ahead and did that, and it's really been such a great thing to do. And so anytime I change my prices, I'll do that again, or if I'm offering different services, I'll do it again. And I might just do it from time to time as well to remind people the best way is to work with me, because once you put a post like that out there, people are reminded, yeah, April offers that program that I was thinking about. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I was interested in that. I'm going to check it out. Or, you know, I didn't realize she did, you know, business coaching or whatever it is. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have a look at her packages. So really worthwhile putting a post. And, you know, if you feel a bit like strange about sharing your prices so openly, then that's an issue that's well worth getting on top of. So one of the things, again, that I'll be talking about in the masterclass on Wednesday is how to feel really excited and proud of your prices. And so that to the point where you're happy to tell anyone what they are and you're happy to post it openly. You don't have to, you know, hide it behind several pages or several scrolls, that you're happy to put it up front because you've worked out a price that is perfect for you and the people who want to buy your stuff. So that's where we want to land if we can. The next thing I recommend is making sure you've got really simple electronic means for people making a quick payment. So, for example, at the moment, I am launching Diva, as many of you watching will have heard. It's my latest membership program, and to make it super easy for people to join, there's a link at the top of my Facebook page, the Learn More link, and I always mention it when I'm on a live. I say that's where it is, go to that link, and then people can just sign up. So they don't have to go to my website. They can get it here on Facebook because that's where I'm hanging out. And so I always try and make whatever it is I'm promoting at the time, make it that Learn More link in my Facebook page, and it takes them to a landing page where they can just pay. So if you don't know how to do that, if you don't know how to use PayPal buttons, it's super easy. You can create, with a free PayPal account, you can create your own PayPal buttons and links, and you can just say to people, here, this is what I'm selling, here's a PayPal link, here you go, you get to pay me. And when people are ready to buy, they want a link straight away. You know, they don't want to, you know, faff around for days and you send them something and, you know, or going back and forth by email. I personally have a real issue if people only send me like a bank account details. You know, like I might be really excited to buy something. I say, okay, how do I buy it? And they're like, oh, here, I'll send you my bank account details, and it's embedded in an invoice in an email. And by the time I get to it, I might have like, oh, it's all too hard. You really want to try and, you know, when people are ready to buy, they just want to buy it then and there. And it's really nice to give them that option to be able to do that. So PayPal buttons and landing pages where there's just a one click and they can pay is really useful. The other thing I really recommend doing is getting a Linktree account or something similar. It's free. It's where you can have one link, like one URL, that has all of your links in it. So you will have seen people use these on Instagram predominantly, but you can use it anywhere. And it makes it really easy. So if you're someone who, like me, is launching a new course every couple of weeks or month or two, launching something new, you just add a link to your Linktree, and that way you don't have to go changing your website, you don't have to go changing your Facebook account, changing Instagram. It's just going to be there every time someone clicks your Linktree, which will be Linktree kind of your name, whatever you've given it, then they can just see whatever it is that you're offering, the latest things, and they can always be up to date. So anytime I am launching something new, I add the link to my Linktree, and I don't have to change it anywhere else. It changes it on LinkedIn. It changes, you know, it's all there. So you can access it from LinkedIn, from Instagram, from Facebook, from wherever. So that's a really handy thing to have. If you don't have one, look into that. Highly recommend it. And finally, like what I've found is some people have a website and they have all their products available on their website or their services available there. But if you're someone, again, like me, that's changing rapidly and your services keep changing or you've got new courses coming out, if your website is not easy to change, you know, and really quickly add a new page to, then it might not be the best format for you. By all means, if you can, have your website and have a new page each time you're offering something new. And ideally, that's what I plan to have down the track. But I don't have it at the moment. So my website's actually a little bit out of date. I will admit it's a bit out of date. But what I want to let you know is I haven't let that stop me from launching over and over and over new things. So my little workaround for the time being is that I create landing pages using MailChimp, which is basically free. I do actually have a paid account, but you can have a free account and you can create as many landing pages as you like. And basically a landing page is like a single web page that you can send people to, and it can have a pay now button and the person can pay. And you can quickly create a landing page like that in MailChimp or something similar. It doesn't have to be MailChimp. I'm not suggesting you have to have that. But there's applications that you can get for free where you can create a landing page that you send people to, and then you can be launching new products and services at, you know, the pace at which you feel comfortable. You don't have to go and update a website. Ideally, yeah, I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to hopefully have a website where I can just keep adding pages as I launch new things, and I can do it really simply and easily. But for the time being, that's my workaround, because I don't want anything to slow me down from offering all the beautifully, divinely inspired courses and programs that are coming through me right now. So if you are someone who wants that flexibility, I really highly recommend something like MailChimp for creating quick landing pages really simply and easily. They are my tips. I feel like I've been going super fast today because I have wanted to do this live for days, but kids are home from school. They're staying up late because it's school holidays, and every day I'm thinking, oh, when am I going to get to do my live? So today I've managed to eke out a little bit of time away from children to do this live. So I feel like I've been going 100 miles an hour. Let me just have a quick look to see if there's anyone on here with any questions. No, there's not. There's been a few people coming and going. Nice to see anyone. If you're watching on a replay, hashtag replay. Also, just to recap that I am running a free masterclass on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That's tomorrow evening here in Australia, and it's all about how to sell and how to sell with SaaS is what I've called it, so that you can feel really great about selling. And this is all part, these masterclasses that I'm running at the moment are all part of my launch of Diva, which is my program. It's a membership program, the monthly membership that I'm hoping some of you will join. I've had people joining already, and they're coming in. They're the most beautiful people. And basically it's a closed private Facebook group. You come in monthly, you pay monthly, and you stay for as long as it serves you. I'll be doing trainings in there every single week. We'll all get to know each other, support each other, and it's all about taking divinely inspired, valiant action towards our goals, whether they be your business goals, your personal goals, or your spiritual goals. So it's $55 for the first month, which is kind of like a trial just to see if you like it. You give that a go, and then if you do, it's $111 each month afterwards. So I've got, as I say, beautiful people joining up. If the doors are actually going to open this Thursday, and so for the first 2 weeks, because the official launch is not actually until the 1st of August, but I'm letting some people in early. And over the next 2 weeks with the early birds, we're going to be doing spot coaching. We're going to delve in deep to what everyone's problem areas are, what their, any stumbling blocks they've got. And we're going to really use that 2 weeks prior to the kickoff, the official launch, to go deep. And because it'll only be like an intimate group at that point. So if you want to be one of the early birds, I suggest jumping on sooner rather than later. Thursdays when we kick off, and you can get to it via the link at the top of my Facebook business page here, the Learn More link. That'll take you to the landing page, which, surprise, surprise, is a MailChimp landing page where you can sign up, and what sits behind the pay button is a PayPal link. So just so you know, that's how, if you wanted to even just check out how I'm doing my launches, go check that out so you can see how easy it is to send someone to something you're promoting so that they can buy as soon as they're ready. So that's it from me today. I may come on for another live later. I hope you're all well, and I'll see you online soon. Bye for now.